Okay, hi. This is a homework, club and society's homework, second homework, second question. We will do I will prepare the video, then later you all can check your homework. Okay, we read the question. CC Club provide the sporting facilities and also run a cafe. Okay, so we will have, whenever there's a cafe, definitely there will be a trading account. Whenever there's a cafe, definitely there will be a trading account. Later we do that. Receipt and payment account. So all these are money in. All these are money out. For money in and money out. Then they gave me opening inventory of a cafe, closing inventory, subscription areas. What is the meaning of areas? Areas means accrued. Areas means accrued. Then sports equipment was valued at this much and this much. The valued. So read, this is the revaluation. Revaluation. Depreciation in a revaluation method. Later we calculate the depreciation. And then rent paid in advance, and advance is prepaid. Owing means accrued. Okay, general expenses is accrued. So there's a prepaid, there's accrued. So these are the information given to us. These are the information given to us. Okay, first, the question asked me to do. They asked me to calculate the profit on the cafe. As I told you, if there's a cafe, definitely they need to prepare the trading account. If they ask you to calculate, the best way to show the answer, to present the answer is prepare the trading account for the cafe. So your trading account for the cafe will start with sales. Can you check how much is your cafe sales? Do you have a cafe sales? Yes. How much is your cafe sales? Receipt from cafe. Receipt from cafe. This is my cafe sales. This is my cafe sales 4145. So I write here 4145. This one need to minus with cost of sales. Your cost of sale will start with opening inventory. Your opening inventory. How much is the opening inventory? Your opening inventory is here. Opening inventory at cafe is 200. Sorry, I use yellow color pen. So opening inventory is 200 just now. This opening inventory need to plus with the purchases. Do you have any purchases for your cafe? Check here. Purchases of a sports equipment is not purchases. Sports equipment is asset. Okay, it's not a purchases. Purchases food for the cafe. Any purchases that related to cafe, then we put here. Is 2,000. Is 2,300. 2,300 purchases of the food for cafe is 2,300. So that 2,300 we write here. 2,300 purchases, and then you plus together. 200 plus 2,300, I get 2,500. I get 2,500, and this 2,500 need to minus with the closing inventory. So I minus closing inventory, and your closing inventory is 185. Your closing inventory is 185. So I go here, I write 185. 2,500 minus 185, I will get 2,315. 2,315 is my cost of sales. I'll write here because this one need to plus with any expenses that related to cafe. Any expenses that related to cafe. Can you check? Do you have any cafe expenses? Yes, I can see wages for the cafe staff. Wages for the cafe staff is your expenses that related to cafe. So you need to include in the cafe income statement, which is 1,800. 1,800 is the wages. You plus together 2, 3. Give me 1 minute. Let me take calculator. 2,315 plus with 1,800. 1,800, I get 4,115. 4,115. Then you take a 4,145 minus with 4,115. I get an answer. That's my 30. It's a positive answer. Since it's a positive answer, this is the cafe. Sorry, profit on cafe. Profit on cafe. Profit on cafe is 30. So later we will transfer this 30 to the income and expenditure account. Okay, I'm done with the cafe income statement. To calculate the profit or loss on the cafe, I get a profit lah. So next one, the question asked me to do income and expenditure. Income and expenditure is income minus with the expenditure. So first, the format is income minus with the expenditure. First, let me go look for all the income and list down here, and then total up the discount before I write the expenditure. So first income that I can see is first income, or normally income, you can search in the receipt here. Income in the receipt here. The first income that I can see is a subscription. The first income that I can see is subscription. But if you realize there is a subscription accrued here, subscription accrued. So all these are related to subscription. So you need to calculate how much is a subscription. First, I write here subscription. How much subscription that I receive? The subscription that I receive is 24,500. So I write here 24,500. Then need to plus or minus. Do you remember the format or not? We have a special formula for accrued. Accrued BD. Sorry, wait down. Accrued, if it is an opening, we plus or minus. If it is a closing, plus or minus. Then we have a prepaid. Opening, we plus or minus. Closing, we plus or minus. You should know this. Okay. Accrued CD will be plus. BD is opening, will be minus. Prepaid CD will be minus. BD will be plus. Please remember this formula. It's very helpful. Please remember this formula. So now, subscription. Okay. Okay, I repeat again. Accrued CD will be plus, BD will be minus. So arrears means accrued. Arrears means accrued. Arrears means accrued. Accrued, if you see 750 is opening. This is the BD. This is the CD. Okay, 1st October is the BD, 30th September is CD. So this one you will be minus, this one will be plus. So minus 750 plus 650. So 24,500 minus 750 plus 650, I get a total subscription of 24,400. 24,400. After that, don't forget, we include the cafe. The receipt of the cafe cannot record. Receipt on cafe already go to the income statement cafe. We take the profit from the income statement and write here. If it is a loss, we put in a expenditure. So now my profit on cafe. Profit on cafe is 30, right? Profit on cafe, 30 here. After that, do you have any other income? Yes, competition entrance fee. I have a competition entrance fee. But this competition entrance fee, do you have any expenses for this competition? If yes, then we need to calculate the profit or gain or loss on the competition. If I see, I can see the competition prices here. So competition entrance fee, competition prices. If you see, look at the number also, you know, like this is a profit, you have a gain. If it is a gain, we will record under the income. So how do you record in the income? First, you write competition. Competition, then entrance fee, how much? Entrance fee is 1550. So that one you write here, 1550. This one need to less with the prices. Okay, how much the cost of prices is 500. You know, right? Cost of prices is 500. So you take the 500, you write here. Then we calculate how much is the gain on the competition. 1550 minus 500, we get 1050. 1050. 50. After that, do you have any other income? No, I didn't see any other income here. So we straight away total up these three. Total up these three, you get a total income. And my total income is 25,480. 25,480. And this one will be minus with expenditure. Expenditure. And what are the expenditure you have? Where do you check the expenditure? You check in a payment side. So go to the payment. The first expenditure that I can see, is rent. But you don't straight away write the rent. Don't straight away write the rent because maybe you have a accrued or prepaid of the rent. You need to adjust that. So rent is 4,000. Can you check? Do you have anything? Yes, I can have a. I have a rent paid advance 500. 30th 30th September. 30th September means CD. 30th September means CD, closing advance. Advance means prepaid. So prepaid closing will be minus. Prepaid closing will be minus. You always follow this formula. Always follow this formula. You never go wrong. Okay, so this 500 you need to minus because prepaid CD will be minus. Prepaid CD will be minus. So how much the rent that I pay? The rent that I pay is 4,000. So I write here rent 4,000. Out of the 4,000, 500 is a closing prepaid. Closing prepaid we minus. When you minus, you'll get answer 3,500. Then go back to the payment. Check. Do you have any other expenses? Purchases of the cafe don't go here because purchases already go to the cafe income statement. So skip that. General expenses. Yes, general expenses will go here. General expenses will go here. But can you check? I write the general expenses first. Okay, but can you check? Do you have anything? 6870. Definitely go one. Okay, 6870 is the one that we paid. How much? General expenses owing. Owing means accrued. This is the closing. This is the closing. Closing accrued. Accrued closing will be plus. Accrued closing will be plus. How much? 320. So I plus 320 plus 320. 6870 you need to plus with 320. I will get 7190. 7190. Okay, after that, do you have anything else? Let me check. Yes, we purchases of equipment. No, purchases of equipment is asset. This is your asset. Asset normally don't go to the what we call expenditure. It's go to the non-current asset. But remember this: if you have an asset, you must have a depreciation. So later I will calculate the depreciation how much. So let me tackle all other expenses first. And then your wages. Wages is 6,900. Wages 6,900. Can you check? Do you have any accrued or prepaid of the wages? No, I didn't see any accrued or prepaid. So we take the 6,900. We write here 6,900 is my wages. Straight away, right? Wages 6,900 because there's no accrued, there is no prepaid. So you don't need to write anything. No need to plus or minus. So after that, don't forget we have a equipment. So do you remember what is the formula of revaluation? They say the valued at means they give you a hint. Okay, the formula is revaluation. So do you remember the formula of depreciation under the revaluation? We take the opening balance of the opening cost of the asset, plus purchase cost of the asset minus closing cost of the asset. Do you know how much is the opening cost? Yes, this is the opening cost because they say 1st October. How much the purchase cost? This is the purchase cost. How much the closing cost? This is the closing cost. So you take the opening plus purchases cost minus a closing cost, you will get a depreciation. You'll get a depreciation. So let me check how to calculate depreciation. You write here first. Depreciation of sports equipment. Okay, if one line is not enough, you can write down here lah. Okay, opening balance, can you see your paper? 37,400 plus how much the purchase? Purchase 7,600 minus how much the closing, see your paper? 36,750. So you solve this, you'll get a depreciation. Your depreciation will be 8250. 8250. You can calculate that. Okay. After that, we calculate the total. How much is my total expenditure? That's it. We don't have any other expenditure. We don't have any other expenditure. So we total up the expenditure 3,500 plus 7190 plus 6900 plus 8250. I get 25840. 25840. So 25480 minus 25480 minus 25840. I will get negative 360. Negative. Okay, negative 360. If you get a negative, that's my deficit for the year. Deficit for the year. That's it. That's it for income and expenditure account. Okay, it's quite simple. So next one, the question asked me to do, oh, it's a theory question. Theory question, the question asked me to state the difference between receipt and payment. Receipt and payment is actually my cash book. It's a bank account or cash account. And income and expenditure is a P&L account, profit and loss account, profit and loss account. So they asked me the three differences. So the first differences that I can see, in a receipt and payment, we have a opening balance, closing balance. In a receipt and payment, we have an opening balance and closing balance. But in a income and expenditure, we don't have opening balance, closing balance. They have surpluses and surpluses or deficit for the year. Okay, so first one I say, I use short form, but exam no short form. Receipt and payment shows opening and closing balance, closing bank balance. But income and expenditure, exam no short form, income and expenditure shows surplus and deficit for the year. Okay, receipt and payment show opening and closing bank balance. Bank balance. But income expenditure shows a surplus and deficit for the year. Okay, number two, in a cash book, we don't do any adjustments for the prepaid and accrued. But P&L, just now we did the accrued and prepaid adjustments. Okay, in a receipt and payment makes no adjustments. Receipt and payment makes no adjustments for accrual and prepayment. Okay, accrual and prepayment. But income and expenditure makes adjustment for accrual and prepayments. Understand not? Third one, in a receipt and payment, we don't include the non-cash item. What is a non-cash item? The example depreciation, depreciation. The money, the thing that we don't receive money, don't pay money, we don't record in a cash book. But in a receipt and payment, I mean, in an income expenditure, we include all the non-cash items such as in depreciation. Okay, so here receipt and payment does not include non-cash item, but income and expenditure includes non-cash item such as depreciation of whatever. Okay, you want a depreciation of whatever, like example for depreciation of fixtures, all this lah. But actually, just write depreciation will be done. Okay, these are the three items that differences between. I've got a lot actually. I just give you three lah. Okay. Next one, the question: CC Club wish to improve the profit earned by the cafe. Okay, everybody wish to improve the profit. Suggest three ways which could improve the cafe. So how you can increase the improve the profit? How you can improve the profit? First one, of course, you need to increase your selling price. If you increase your selling price, your profit will be increased, but increased selling price will give you adverse effect also. Sometimes price too high, later the customer will run away. Okay, or another one you can say, find a cheaper supplier. Okay, find a cheaper supplier, or what you can do, you can obtain for discount from the supplier. Okay, you find if you get discount price, you can buy cheaper price. If you buy in a cheaper price, you can sell for same price, so you still can make more profit. Or another one, I don't advise this, but you can do this: reduce wages. You reduce your wages. Okay, if you reduce your wages, okay, if you see the wages is quite high. If you see here, the wages is quite high. You see the sales is 4,000. Half of the sales you pay as a wages. Half of your sales, almost half of the sales you pay as a wages. The wages is quite high. So you reduce your wages. Or you can say reduce any other expenses. Okay, any other, if there's any other expenses, we reduce the expenses. Okay, I think that's it. We are done for CC Club. Any problem, you all can WhatsApp me. Thank you so much. Please love accounts. Accounts will love you back. Bye.